What's the deal, y'all? You hanging out with your boy Talent, alright? We're off the record right now with my man Triple, alright? DVD style, baby.
Yeah, with my man Talent, off the record DVD, commission TV. What's going on?
It's all good, baby. What's happening?
Ain't nothing. What's going on with him?
Ain't nothing happening. Just chilling, you know what I mean?
Alright, that's what it is. When did you start comedy?
I started comedy in, I want to say 92, 93.
92, 93. How do you feel about the current state of comedy? Like, as far as the new jacks coming in and, you know, the different issues that they talk about on stage.
Right. State of comedy, first of all, is fucked up. You know, the state of comedy is real messed up right now. It's not the worst. I think the state of comedy could be a lot better. But we're in a state where, first of all, you know, it's 2007 going on 8, you know, and 9. It's just getting deeper and deeper into what I call the microwave days. You know what I mean? Everybody want to press 2 minutes on the microwave and have it. You want to eat in 2 minutes. You know what I mean? You know, in other words, everybody want everything fast. You know what I mean? We don't want to spend the time. So comics today, for the most part, the new comics, they don't want to put all the work in that it takes. You tell a new comic, if somebody start comedy today and you kept it real because you've been through it and said, dog, you funny, but do you have 10 years of your life to give? 10, 15, 20 years? 10 to 20 years. Can you give that before you catch a break and make it to where you want to be? If most of them knew that up front, they would not take that journey. You know what I mean? Most of the cats that it take 20 years, they upset it took 20 years, but that's the type of work that got to go into that to make it. That state has changed. Those cats ain't really around them.
Alright. Now, is it hard being a black comedian?
Hell yeah. Hard being a black anything. It's hard being a black serious nigga, so you know it's hard being a black funny nigga. Nah, yeah, definitely. I mean, it's the same thing that you would think takes place in anything that's black. You know, anything you think you don't get a fair shake in, comedy's no different. There's pros and cons, though. You know, the good thing about being a black comedian, though, is if you're one of those black comedians that can really rock a black audience, you will feel super duper good about the sets you do, because black people, when they laugh, they laugh. And, you know, white people, they chuckle, they laugh, but nobody laugh like black folk. Black folk fall out the chair, smack the person next to them in the back of the neck, they laugh. So that's a good thing. As far as advancement, we don't run the comedy game, you know what I mean? It's just like everything else in America is ran by the white man, the Anglo-Saxon. This is their country. So, I mean, you got to play your game the right way or have perseverance to, you know, succeed in this.
Okay. Now, where did you come up with the phrase, it's just comedy?
I think I was real, like when I started out, the one thing I picked up on right away was how, because once again, going back to urban comedy, when you do black comedy, a lot of us get on and originate from what we call snapping and cracking, you know, snapping and cracking on each other. And what happens is, I'm from the hood. Anybody from any hood know that if you snapping, you touch a nerve, you could get touched. You know, people can take it personal like that. They can take it personal real quick, and it go from fun to games to punched in the face, stab, cut, ran, whatever. So my whole thing was, when I came out, I knew I was a snapper, and I knew if I had to, I knew I was a good snapper. So I came up with a disclaimer. You know, basically a disclaimer to let people know that, you know, whatever I'm about to talk about, don't take none of this stuff personal. It's just comedy. You know, that was my disclaimer.
Okay. All right. Now, how do you prepare for a show, for a comedy show every night? How do you prepare?
I prepare for my shows. I'm a very music type of guy. When I'm on the road, a lot of times I won't even cut the hotel TV on because I'm into music so deep. So I'll get whatever state of mind I'm in, I get that music. I play a lot of music beforehand. From the moment that I'm ironing the shirt, to getting in the shower, to brushing my hair, to putting cocoa butter on my, whatever the hell I'm doing, deodorant, music. And the type of music that's putting me in a certain mind state. So that's one way I get, you know. The other way is I like to watch the show before me. Everything that's happening before me, I like to watch. I get ready like that. I get to read the crowd which, you know, that's comedy 101. You're supposed to read your audience if you have the opportunity. So I read the crowd, and I just, you know, zone out, and I just do me, man. I find that if you don't worry about nothing else, but then doing you and bringing it to you works. So that's my.
Now, how much of your comedy is real life?
90%, I would say. I add a 10% twist of exaggeration before comedy purposes to bring it over the top to get that, maybe that huge laugh. But for the most part, anybody that's seen me and know me, my stuff is very reality based, very relationship based. I've always been like that. You know what I mean? I've been raised by all women, 5 sisters, 5 aunts, 2 grandmothers. So I come from a real relationship, man-woman angle.
If you weren't doing comedy, what would you be doing?
If I wasn't doing comedy, B, I'd be still managing a warehouse in Elmsford, New York, selling alarm equipment. You know what I mean? I was the warehouse manager. It's large. It's like 20 years old, making 50 grand a year with a 401k plan. How about that? So right now, I was 20, 21. I'm in 38. I'm caked out right now. Wow, manager. I have a wow iced out with a little warehouse with value floating on the door. I'll be the fabulous of warehouses.